Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today I'm going to give you 3 drills or tips to either increase your attack angle or decrease your attack angle. So let's start firstly with decreasing your attack angle. I would say out of the 2, this is the one that is less common. I think invariably guys and girls are light attack angle people. Don't tend to see as regularly. I would say if I had 10 people on the mat, I'd say 80% of them have got no attack angle, only 20% of them have got too steep an attack angle. So let's deal with the minority first. Keep you guys and girls out there that are looking for a bit more attack angle hanging on just for a moment. So the first one is quite simple. If you've got too much attack angle, put the ball further forwards in your stance. Put the ball further forwards in your stance, and what this will tend to do is start making you pull the golf ball. Because by putting the ball further forwards in your stance, you're meeting the ball on the way back in. So I'll set up, I'll hit a shot. I'm going to hit down around 7 and 8 degrees. Oops, well done, good catch. I won't, I'll only hit down 3.6. That was my first shot of the day and it is 7:15. So give me a bit more attack angle. That'll be a bit more like it. So we got 5.6. We can do better than that, Stuart. .8. Seems like that's all I've got this morning. So 6 degrees down is a hefty angle of attack for a 7-iron. I'm now going to shift that golf ball a little bit further forwards in my stance, and I'm still going to keep aiming straight. I'm going to then lighten my attack angle because the ball is further forwards. Swing around to the left, you can see my angle of attack has now reduced. The ball is now drawn, so quite simply, by reducing the angle of attack, by moving the ball further forwards, we'd then like you to aim a little bit more to the right, and then by having that lighter angle of attack, by catching it slightly later in the golf swing, you can then see that we draw that golf ball back to the target. Feel a little bit out of breath. So that's number 1, ball position further forwards. The second drill for you to lighten your attack angle, what I want you to do is set yourself up in your usual position, and I want you to keep the club head behind the golf ball, and what I want you to do is try and scoop the golf ball as high as you possibly can into the net. And what this is doing, by scooping the golf ball into the net, it's giving you the sensation of how the head should feel through contact. So club head first. By scooping the golf ball, it's making you feel the club head lead. Then I want to feel that exact same sensation through strike, which feels a little bit scoopy, and then all of a sudden you can see it's taken my angle of attack away. And this then promotes a sensation of the club head overtaking you and passing you by through strike. The hardest part about changing attack angle is the sensory perception of what you link to contact. You've got your feels of how you strike the golf ball. They deliver the attack angle that you've got. Just changing the attack angle is one objective, but it's actually changing the feels, your perception of when strike occurs. For someone that's a heavy attack angle person, golfer, they're used to feeling the handle over here and then the club head striking the golf ball. Now we're trying to make it so that the club head and the handle hit the golf ball almost at the same time. So that's tip number 2. And tip number 3, to lighten your angle of attack, ball in the usual position. Now what we're looking for you to do is we're now looking for you to widen the arc on the way down. So we're really trying to make the head accelerate. And by feeling the head accelerate, when we then come to hit the golf ball, the club head unloads heavily Obviously I hit that one really quite fat to demonstrate the point, but by unloading the golf club, it will really make that club head swing past you. So to a lesser degree this time, that's the feel. Now when I come to swing, that's the sensation that I put in place. And again, you can see that the attack angle is really quite light. Those are the 3 tips that you want to try out for someone that's trying to reduce attack angle. You know what's coming? Well, we're going to do all of those for the increasing of attack angle. First of all, ball further back in your stance. It is inevitable. Every single golfer out there that has a light attack angle will always tend to stray to the back with their ball position. This has a couple of issues. First of all, the loft of the shot starts to come down. Invariably, light attack angles come from someone trying to square the club face up. So if I create an angle of attack that's in the right wheelhouse and I hit down sort of 4 or 5 degrees, the ball pops out to the right. The golfer then tries to square that club face up. He does so by swinging the club head through strike to square the face up. He doesn't know he's taking his attack angle away. He tries to do it by squaring the club face up, by swinging the head. That reduces his attack angle. So therefore, the fact that you have no attack angle, when you increase your attack angle by pulling the ball back and the ball goes to the right, the angle of attack in this case has come from the fact that your club face is open to your path. So you need to look at your face to path value. So that was number 1, drop the ball back. Number 2, get yourself set up. And then what we're looking for you to do is we're looking for you to pull the ball down the mat. So I'm going to pull the ball down the mat and I'm going to try and keep it low to the floor this time. And in doing that, it'll make you feel the handle lead. The pelvis will try to open, the shoulder will try to open in order to deliver a handle that's more in front of the golf ball. The less or the reduced loft then allows you to pull the ball down the mat. And this is one of the reasons why I talk to people about this right hip, right shoulder has to move. It has to move around the ball, because if I'm looking to create more shaft lean, look how much more open I need to be. If I was trying to hold my body back and swing out to the right, how could I possibly make that handle lean? My arm can't get there. So if you've ever worked on the path inside out, try again, my friends. So we're looking for the handle to move forwards, and then we're going to pull the ball down the mat. That's drill number 2. And then drill number 3, we're going to do the opposite of what we did before. We're now going to try to make the gap between shoulder and shaft more narrow, and we're going to keep that shoulder and shaft gap the same. Now all of a sudden I'm going to feel like the handle has more mobility, the handle keeps going, the shoulders keep moving around to facilitate that, and now I've got that narrowness that we would like to see in a downswing that will promote the angle of attack you're looking to see as a golfer. Didn't get that one. But you can now appreciate that by narrowing the arc, I can now create an angle of attack that is more down, 4.6. So these levers are giving us the opportunity to increase or decrease the angle of attack, but the torso and how we move have a part to play in that. Hopefully those 6 tips, whew, don't get that anywhere else, my friends, have been useful. Do hit the like, do share and subscribe while you're here, and I look forward to seeing you next time. But be sure to know, that's good coaching.